Black Sheep Shipping presents The Toothed Ones. Content warnings can be found in the description.
What do you think?
I think this must be really recent. He's wearing neon orange on the side of the road. No one could have driven by without seeing him like this. Besides, there was heavy snow last night. He would be buried.
Well, George, I saw a car on the shoulder on my way up only a few minutes down the road. Maybe this poor guy broke down, started walking, and got hit.
It might be his car, but he wasn't hit by anything.
How do you figure?
Like I said, he's wearing neon orange. If someone hit him, it would have taken some serious bad luck and reckless driving. Maybe in a whiteout, but more than that, he shows no signs of blunt force trauma. I can't see any obviously broken bones, no blood. I don't even see scrapes. It's like he just laid down.
This one's meant for you and Jim?
Definitely. Everyone ends up on Jim's table eventually, but by the numbers, it's probably something natural.
Makes sense. I'm gonna drive back to that car and see if I can get an ID on the owner. Maybe this guy's wallet's in the glove box.
A photo ID would be nice. Those databases are a pain.
Yep, just load the body with Curtis, and I'll meet you at the morgue with it once we're finished taking pictures.
Hey, Teddy, look for any meds he might have had in the car, especially anything that says nitrates on it.
You got it.
Oh, hi, Teddy. Is this our new guest?
Yeah, you'll like him. Smart guy, great sense of humor. Quiet, though.
Oh, in that case, maybe he's married. Is there a Miss John Doe we can expect?
Right now, we think he's Patrick Othen. I got it off the registration of an abandoned car near the scene. I'll make the call tomorrow to see if I can get someone out to ID him proper. No wallet, though. No, he might be a Doe.
Big family, the Does. So I hope you weren't planning on being too social. George ran past me to start prepping for the exam with Jim. You know how they get.
No worries, Dee. I have to get home anyway. Once it gets past 10, Sharon gets nervous. Dangerous job and all. Old Man Winter doesn't help.
Well, I'll tell Jim you said hello. I'll send George back in just a second to wheel in our friend. He wanted to know if you found anything.
Hi, dear. No, I'm headed home in just a second. Have to talk to a coworker about something first. No, it can't wait, I'm afraid. Yes, I'll be.
The paperwork is done for now.
I've got everything else set up, but have you seen the saw?
The electric one?
Yeah, the striker.
I thought it was in the cabinet by the rib cutters.
No, that's the manual one. I hate that thing. Always takes me back to woodshop. Sets my teeth on edge.
It's simpler, but it'll work. I'll do the cutting if you can't.
No, that's okay. I'll be fine.
Teddy's out front.
With the body?
Yep.
Did he say if he found anything?
You can call our new friend here, Pat.
Anything about medications?
I don't remember. I don't think I asked. I asked him to stay out there and wait for you just in case.
Thanks, Dee.
Go talk to Teddy. I need to go and get a fresh gown on. I'll be in the back.
How much longer is she here?
She finishes her fellowship in a month. Once she passes the APB certification, she'll be free of this place.
Oh, so you think she'll pass?
Yes, George is more than capable. I think she's better suited for academia.
Then you think she'll leave our little shop of horrors here?
I don't know. She has mentioned wanting to specialize in toxicology, but I'd be happy to hire her here. Hold on. I need to go get changed.
Teddy was in fact not waiting for me outside. Actually, he just left the deceased by the front door. The bag wasn't even zipped up all the way.
He said he didn't want to worry Sharon. He might have gotten squirrely and taken off.
Well, it's hardly professional. You were only gone a minute or two. We can't leave bodies laying around unsupervised.
Oh, right. Yeah, we only do that on Halloween.
No, but really, what if a bird started picking at him?
If it was a crow, you might have had a real murder on your hands.
Look, it's just unprofessional.
Well, I agree with Teddy. It's getting late, so I'm gonna get my coat, my keys, and my keister out of here.
All right. Night, Dee. Just let me know tomorrow morning if he calls. I'm going to get cleaned up and changed.
I'll see you in the morning.
Just be careful on the road. It was starting to snow again.
Oh, I wonder if it's colder in here or out there. Maybe I should get a work coat to match my winter one. What do you think, Pat? Is there a chill? Oh, you would.
I'm just saying he shouldn't have done it. Not that it isn't late.
I'm going to start the dictation. Wait, is it already running?
I must have hit record while setting it down.
That's fine. That couldn't be more than 20 minutes. Ready, George?
Oh, Captain, my captain.
Case number 1993-0845, period. Title: Post-mortem examination of suspected Patrick Othen, period. Date: November 27th, 1993, period. Unknown time of death. Date of death: November 27th, 1993. Found on Grand Mill Road, Stewart Grove, Indiana, period. Autopsy performed by medical examiner James Fields, assisted by forensic pathology fellow Georgina Docker, period. Details of the specimen collected are detailed in the autopsy protocol following, period. Section 1, external examination, first paragraph, clothing. Subject is dressed in an orange long-sleeve cotton shirt and blue jeans, period. Subject is not wearing shoes, period.
It's almost below freezing out, but I don't see signs of frostbite.
Agreed. The shoes may have been removed post-mortem. The lack of jacket and any winter gear makes hypothermia likely, period. No discoloration, though. That's odd. Paragraph 2, body composition. Subject is a white male, early to mid-30s, weighing 190 pounds and measuring at a height of 5 feet and 11 inches, period. There is a complete lack of rigor mortis and similar lack of... George, can you lift his leg? I want to see that. Thank you. A similar lack of lever mortis, period.
That doesn't seem possible. Rigor mortis should have set in by now, even if he died 5 minutes before we found him.
If he'd been on beta blockers or a muscle relaxant, it could take longer. Besides, it's been in the low 30s all day. Cold temperature can delay onset. Was he in any odd position when you found him?
No, just a bit of a diagonal down the slope of a ditch, head first.
Face down?
On his back.
Lift him up and check if the blood is pooling in his back.
Damn, yeah. He's got livor mortis along the shoulders.
Right now, I still think it's natural. Erase previous sentence. There is a complete lack of rigor mortis. However, livor mortis is present in the subject's upper back, but not extremities. Period. No visible sign of bruising or punctures or abrasions on the skin. Period. There does not appear to be anything under the subject's fingernails. Period. Correct?
Yes, just double checking. Thought I saw something.
There do not appear to be any missing teeth or fillings. Period.
Here comes the fun part. Period.
You make the incision, I'll dictate. Section 2, internal examination. Paragraph 1, period. An incision is made starting at the midline of the neck, behind the ear, wide along the collarbone to the center of the sternum, followed by a second incision from the base of the sternum to the pelvis, period. The skin is pulled back with No, use the other forceps, the toothed ones.
Right, sorry. Wasn't looking.
The skin is pulled back with connective tissue severed to expose the rib cage, period. Given that... That's interesting. George, how many ribs do you count?
1, 2, 13 pairs. Oh. Well, look at that.
This man is one of about 1 in 200 that have a cervical rib. It's an uncommon thing to see. I only encounter it a few times a year. I'm surprised this is the first time we've seen one with you here. Use the rib cutters.
I don't think I need them. I could use scissors to break these, they're so soft.
Let me.
Here.
You're right. Outwardly, the bones appear healthy and typical for the man's age, but are severely osteoporotic, period. The cortical bone is pristine with typical density for a man of this age group, but the internal trabecular bone of the ribs is extremely porous, period.
It reminds me of a bird. I doubt he has any use for hollow bones.
Subject does not appear to have wings, beak, or any other avian features relating to species found in the local region, period.
Was that a joke? Did I just witness the first joke of Dr. James' I like my coffee black and room temperature fields?
Disregard previous sentence.
I mean, that is accurate, technically.
Just finish cutting them and set them on the tray.
Already done. It's oddly heavy for osteoporotic bone.
The rib shield is removed to expose the chest cavity, period. There are no fluids out of place so far. No signs of internal bleeding.
Seems like it might be a heart attack?
It's too soon to tell, but it's not unlikely. This could be a quick one, and we both get to go home. Let's start removing the organs. A cut is made along the base of the jaw, exposing the tongue and allowing an incision to be made in the connective tissues of the trachea and esophagus, period.
Jim, this man has no thyroid or hyoid bone.
The subject lacks a thyroid, indicating...
Graves' disease?
I doubt it. I don't think it was surgically removed, or we would have found scar tissue.
Well, that would rule out cancer. Congenital defect, maybe?
That could be it, but there would be other signs due to hormone deficiencies. It still could have been cancer treated with radiation. That would eventually leave very little glandular tissue.
And the hyoid bone?
No idea. On further examination, there are no signs of recent trauma or hemorrhage in or around the area relating to the thyroid, period. The fibrous connective tissue present is in the expected locations, with the trachea and surrounding structures appearing unremarkable, with the exception of a total absence of the hyoid bone. Period.
It should be there. Unless he swallowed too hard and it ended up in the stomach.
Keep cutting. Let's get to the lungs and heart. The lungs and heart are removed along with the esophagus, trachea, and major muscles of the neck, and are severed from the major blood vessels and connective tissue. Period. Remember, the diaphragm is severed along the sides. Let's get it on the table and have a look.
Nope. It's just sitting there. It doesn't seem to be connected to anything.
That's not possible. It wouldn't be able to function. It wouldn't have been able to breathe at all with it severed. Check again.
Not severed from connective tissue. There is no connective tissue. It's just sitting there. See?
The diaphragm is present in the typical space at the base of the thoracic cavity. However, it does not appear to be secured in any way and is free floating. Period. This should be fatal on its own due to the movement allowed to surrounding organs and severely impaired lung function. Period. Cause unknown. Period. We're getting this wrong. We're missing something.
Ehlers-Danlos syndrome? The only thing I can think of would be trauma, like a gunshot or a puncture wound. This kind of thing is usually congenital.
And it kills them in infancy. I mean, if we find a bullet that went through his skin without leaving a hole, we'll have our answer. If the lungs seem like they're swollen, check them for fluid, please.
They're firm. The texture is all wrong, and God, they're heavy. I didn't realize how much they weighed when I slid them down the tray before. How the hell did I miss that?
Make an incision, George. Let's see what they're full of.
Look at this.
Cut into a different lobe of the lung.
It's the same.
That's not lung tissue. It's full of fat and what look like muscle fibers.
It's not fat. Feel the texture.
Why is there gray matter in his lungs?
So, just to review, he's a middle-aged cancer survivor with severe osteoporosis, has no functional diaphragm to let him breathe, but that's hardly his biggest problem, considering his lungs are made of muscle and full of brain. Also, he didn't asphyxiate.
Atelectasis, maybe heavy scar tissue.
2 jokes in one night? Atelectasis happens when the alveoli collapse from lack of air. He didn't asphyxiate, and there are no alveoli to collapse.
Well, clearly we must have missed something. If we keep looking, we'll probably find something that masked typical signs of asphyxiation. His lungs are obviously obstructed.
But our best theory right now is still that he inhaled too much brain.
George, it's been too long a day. Right now, my best theory is that the best surgeon in the world took organs out of this man for some organ trade and, I don't know, did this and somehow hid the incisions to confuse us, or maybe get rid of evidence. Sample everything. And we need to check this man's chest cavity and skin thoroughly, especially around any site we find irregularities. This could become a very big deal very quickly.
Like a serial killer? Aren't you going to...
Oh, yes, of course. The lungs are extremely edematous, to the point that the dense consistency resembles muscle tissue, period. The parenchyma appears to have collapsed, suggesting atelectasis. However, the underlying cause has not been determined, period. Upon sectioning, the lobes of both lungs have been infiltrated by a gelatinous material, gray in color, resembling cerebral tissue, period. Histologic evaluation is warranted, period. Maybe it's a weird cancer. I'm going to take a sample and look at it under the microscope later.
On to the liver. Normal so far. No nodes, no discoloration. Capsule intact.
Okay, open it up.
No, nothing. It's a normal liver. It's soft, the structure is right, the bile ducts look healthy, regular blood supply. No answers here. The rough weight is 1,680 grams.
The liver weighs approximately 1,700 grams and has an intact capsule with hepatic tissue underneath appearing healthy and a uniform reddish-brown period. On sectioning, the tissue is soft with well-defined structure and typical bile ducts and vasculature, period. Move to the kidneys. I want to know if there's any sign of infection.
Left kidney weighs 160 grams. Intact capsule, reddish brown, no scarring, nodes. It's healthy. Right kidney weighs 260.
Infection then, or edema?
It does seem swollen, but there's no discoloration or outward signs of infection.
Abscesses?
I'm making the cut now.
Well, what is it? A tumor? What are those? Kidney stones? A staghorn still wouldn't...
Our missing bullet.
You said you checked for scar tissue.
You think I could miss that? It was a healthy kidney. You really think he was shot in the kidney a dozen times with no marks on the skin? No scar tissue on the kidney? No damage to the muscle? I mean, Jesus, Jim, the bullets are perfect. They aren't shredded or deformed. It's like he was born with them in there. Is this congenital too?
George, calm down. Losing our heads isn't going to make this easier.
Something is just really off about this. My skin is crawling. Hold on, I think I dropped a small one. It looked like a .22 round. This is all getting...
Aren't those Diana's? She left already.
How? How far could she have gotten without them?
We can't stop the autopsy halfway.
We aren't stopping, but I don't know what's happening, and I need to make sure she got home. If this was a murder and this is evidence, or worse, just keep going without me, and I'll be back in time for the bowels.
All right, George. Call Teddy, too. He should know about the bullets.
This episode was written and edited by D.V. Clarke and directed by Alex Valentino. James Fields was played by Clay Mabbitt. Georgina Docker was played by Cathryn Archer. Diana Whitman was played by Cordy Fell. Teddy was played by Trent Poe. This episode was announced by Alexander Hanley, with musical theme by Onlooker Air, and cover art by OddOblivion. This episode of Black Sheep Shipping is licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share-alike 4.0 international license. Thanks for listening.